Okay, I am back and I need to finish out this willow tree. I truly do. So, let me put this down, this camera a little. I'm looking at all these different things on here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm kind of throwing together these different images. I'm going to have the bottom like roots. I'm just going to do equal amounts on this side. I got an idea. So, I'm trying to work on my symbolism. Okay. I'm just kind of gonna wave it that way, and then I'm probably gonna end up. I might use a certain paint. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how the day goes with this. Oh, hi, David. How you doing? I was excited about my willow tree symbolism day. The willow tree is very big in a lot of different facets of society. A lot of religious stuff around these willow trees. They're very symbolic, so I figured I should sketch one. But yeah, you can ask me a question. I must be popular. I'm not used to being popular over here. I'm just the bottom feeder over this way. I'm glad you find me entertaining. But yeah, I was just envisioning this really cool willow tree. It's supposed to represent a circle of life. Because a weeping willow is supposed to be like very, I don't know, it's supposed to like be like more like a soul thing from what I hear. And I gotta edge this exactly here, bring this branch out to here. Because when you sketch with symbolism, it's very specific. But go ahead and ask your question. I could stop. What's coming in for money? You're always wanting to know about money, Devin. Money and sex. You must have a wild life. And that's okay. Some of us have to have a wild life in this world. The wild is my life gets his babysitting soon. Oh, you'll get to see my grandson. He'll be on my lives when I do my dog walking. He's very cute. His name is Lance. And I got permission from both of his parents because I said if I'm going to be babysitting, I can't control if he's going to be on camera, especially if me and Chong are down the park with the baby. So that'll be something to look forward to. Me sitting there getting mad at Chong because he's pulling on the leash as I am got a baby stroller. That's going to be entertainment within itself, right there. Oh, hi, Buttercup. How you doing? All right, you got Devin. You got a full moon of Leo for your money sector, and it just talks. This is a pride card, and I think it's referring in your case to maybe getting a lower amount of money for a time being, and then getting a lot of money, like a negotiation type thing. And then you're surrounded by a new moon in Capricorn and a new moon in Pisces. And Capricorn just is people that work hard at a goal. And it's just positive saying that your goal that you want to go to is getting close to with money. But you have some steps before you get there. And then Pisces just tells you to really think over things and get all the details together. Oh, and here comes Large and in charge. Hi, Chong. We were already outside. So I'm not going outside for like an hour. My dog would have me outside all the time if I could. But you are going to get money, but there's going to be a negotiation where you may get a delay or have to do something a lot extra. That's what I'm picking up. And in your business, I'm sure you know that happens all the time. In my business, I don't know what my business is. I just sketch. But you have a very exciting life. And I'm glad you like my streams. And Priya. Oh, hello, Priya. You want to know what's next with Sybil for me in 1 week? Is this a gentleman friend or a boyfriend? Are you talking about like a love? Are you like together or something? Because I know that other people have. I don't know about. I don't get out much. This is about the extent of what I do. Thinking about what I'm going to sketch next. I get all excited if I get a good symbolic idea for a dope looking sketch. Because people are actually wanting to buy some of this stuff. And they like this like little symbolic cool looking stuff. But I could take the willow tree to the side or the middle. And I only do want to do a half circle. Okay, it's your boyfriend. Okay. You have an exciting life too, Priya. We need to hang out sometime. You probably go out to eat and go dancing and stuff. I used to do that. I used to go to dance clubs when I was younger, and then I got older and got busy. Now I watch too many documentaries on YouTube. Alright. And then there's Buttercup. Alright, let me see, Priya, about your love here. What's going to happen with your new guy? You have lots of exciting things going on in your life. I need to take a vacation in Priya life one of these days. And then I would probably have to tell my boss I was going on an operation just to get off work. Laugh out loud. But you are in a third quarter moon with this guy. And this talks about adjustments. And adjustments just means there's going to have to see the person, I feel. And I feel he's coming from a broken relationship, this one. And guys that are like that are, if they've been, people like been, I don't know, just not truthful with them, they get really butthurt about things. And it's kind of hard to move in on somebody like that. Generally, they just want sex at first. So, and it's surrounded by a wax crescent moon and a full moon in Aquarius. And a wax crescent moon just talks about having faith in what you feel is going to come in the future. You know, just keep focused. And you also got a full moon in Aquarius. And this just talks in love terms, it would be show him your inner self and what you want out of the relationship. So I feel there's a test going to be coming soon with this. So really think about if this is the person you want to be with for a long term. Because your days of your life are important. Because when you get older, you're gonna regret things and just different things. And then you're gonna have kids that bother you and everything else. Oh, you're welcome, Devin. I hope you even if you don't have time in your busy schedule, maybe when I get baby Lance, you could where it says Chong the dog is live but doesn't have anything. It means I'm outside losing my mind with it'll be with Chong and Lance soon. And I think that's happening next week after the ex daughter in law moves in our house. You could even watch them in the leisure. You'll probably laugh. I mean, at this point, it would be comedy because I'm allergic to the outside, and I'm out there blogging in a forest. It's hilarious, really, if you think about it. I come home with all kinds of bumps because they like my blood. All of these, I think, I don't know what it is with O positive blood, but all the insects will try to eat you alive. So, especially the mosquitoes. They really like me a lot. But thank you, Devin, and I appreciate you. And I'll probably see you tomorrow. All right, now Buttercup. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. I figured out how I was gonna finish out my willow tree. As long as I got my pencil and my poster board, I'm good. I don't need a bunch of money over here. I'm happy sketching out and painting pretty trees. I really am. I wish I could make squirrels like Bob Ross. That would be the ultimate. But I can make dogs. That's weird. I can make a dog wolf, like a one of those wolf dogs, and I did that, and it turned out perfect. But I have problems with the little squirrels. And Bob Ross was so good at these little squirrels. Oh, you're welcome, Priya. Keep me informed about the how it goes, because I'm living vicariously through you. You have a very exciting life, you and Devin. I This is about as exciting my life gets, but I do get excited over a new masterpiece, and my brain doesn't stop until this is done. It's insane. I don't even choose this. I will sit there and think of this in my damn sleep while I have to be up at like 4:30 in the morning. I will be going, how did I wanted the willow tree branches to go this way. I'll think of the most random shit about 2 o'clock in the morning, and it has to do with art. And then I'll go to work, and I just don't. And I have all my residents piling all their stuff and all the stuff they want me to buy them right on top of me, bothering me for 8 hours. And I do buy them too many things. And a lot of the stuff I make, I actually give to the residents. I'm really a big softie when it comes to that. I give this stuff away more than anything. It's insane. But I call it my stress sketching. Sometimes someone does me a favor, I just give them a sketch and they get excited and say they're going to frame it all the time. I'm like, it's practice. Because I was lucky to have taken care of through hospice two great artists. Thomas Denny, he's pretty big in the art world. He's dead now, but and Sharon, I forgot her last name, but I charted on her so many times you think I'd remember. But yeah, she was a great artist too. One of the better ones with pastels. She showed me her whole technique. And before they died, the only thing that comforted them is they were teaching somebody. When people die, I've noticed they die peacefully when they could teach somebody something they know. So, oh, Buttercup, I'm sorry. Are you still here, Buttercup? And I think I have your question. Let me know if you're still here, and I'll get to you next. Okay, now I want to. I'm just going to do a simple tree coming out this way. Oh, you're here? Okay. I know some people get busy. They're eating or have to go to the bathroom or something. I get it. I don't even know how to pause the stream. I just go to the bathroom before I come on. So, yeah, I just noticed it up there. I tried to kill two birds in one stone, get whatever images in my head out of my head and do some readings. And yesterday was the big dog walking day, but I'm too tired to walk 3.5 hours. My dog is like, you would think I'm walking a marathon or I'm Rocky or something with Chong. I don't mind some days, but I wasn't trying to have a big day like that and go to work tomorrow. Because I'll be doing marathon stuff there. I don't know, maybe one day I'll just buy my work. I don't think I'm ever getting away from it. Maybe that's what the universe wants me to do. I don't know. But, anyways, Buttercup, you wanted to know what's coming in your career and job for June. All right, you are in a new moon eclipse, and just talks about powerful change. You're going to have a whole change of, I see a change of careers. Something around what you're doing, but different, is what I'm seeing. And it's going to be a better opportunity, too. And then you got a new moon in Leo surrounding this, and a south node. A new moon in Leo is just talks about you got to be more confident in yourself when you approach this new opportunity, and not doubt yourself, because it's going to be something a little different than what you're used to doing. Then you got a south node, and this is talking about your past regrets and past things that happened to you in your career that makes you kind of skittish. So just let all that go, because all that negative stuff goes away after a while. And it's true. You could have something horrible happen to you, then something really good happens. Oh, you're welcome. I think I got everybody. Chico. Okay, Chico. Oh, how you doing, Chico? What's up for you professionally? Oh, okay. I got a professional reading now. Alright. Let's see what's coming up for you. I'll just do a money one. Oh, jeez. I think I'm going to do the one with less leaves. I like that tree. It looks like a half moon, too. I think that's a decal I'm going to do out. I have all these different decals of what I can put on top of these tree roots. And then it's going to be easy sailing with the pastels and acrylic paints. Those are the things I get excited about. Alright, Chico, your reading is in a full moon in Leo. And this talks about not letting pride or just thinking on a job that's a little underneath you for the moment. Like something you didn't want but would benefit you for the time to get where you want to go. And then you got your whole professional sector is surrounded by a first quarter moon and a new moon in Virgo. A first quarter moon is just talking about your commitment and how what you're going to put into a new opportunity. And then you'll get it. like a more of an advancement. And then you got a new moon in Virgo, and this just means you're going to have to put a little extra work to get a little further ahead. So I guess I would just be happy with what I got and just hope for the best. And if you come off nice and hardworking, it looks like you're going to get a better opportunity from that, which is good. It's better than having no opportunity. So I think that's it. Or did I get you Abra? Okay, Averagey? I'm just gonna call you Bose, because I have no clue how to pronounce the first name. All right. Oh, hello. I'm gonna call you Bose because I don't think I can pronounce your name at all. But anyways, you want to know what's coming towards you in love, so I'll do a love reading on you. And you got a cardinal moon. And this isn't bad. This just talks about not being shy, be a little bolder, and maybe make some first moves to let someone know that that's what you want. And then you got a balsamic moon surrounding that and a blue moon. A balsamic moon just talks about healing, like those scars inside of you that can only go away, the internal scars, I like to call them, on your heart, where people have hurt you, lied to you, and deceived, but you want to move on because you don't want to feel the pain no more, type thing. Sometimes it's the hardest thing. You just got to cry it out, take a walk, or whatever you want to do, and truly let it go. So that's what that means. Then you got a blue moon, and this is a hope card. Blue moon just means to have hope in your dreams. So I do see something coming your way. There is going to be a partner you like that comes, but they're going to be kind of shy, and you're going to think you're going to be in your head thinking too much, and you're not going to know if they're serious or not. And you're going to have so much self doubt, you're going to push them away. That's what I see coming there. But I mean, it's the hardest thing to do, but you just got to go in there, light some candles, get some crystals, and let all that bad stuff out. Because at the end of the day, all it does is cause you extra heartache, and it doesn't do anything beneficial. But that's not bad. I mean, we've all been there. It's the part of the learning experience. Oh, you're welcome. Let me know how things go. I'm usually here thinking about sketching out something that I've seen. And then I'll post whenever I get this willow tree done, and then you'll see in the community post. Because now my little tree's coming together. I figure it looks more mystical when you make symbolic shit anyways. And I need to work on my symbolism. Because when you go to draw, symbolism is very important. It's shading and symbolism. Okay, I will. I'm pretty good. I'd like to keep it small over here. You don't have to like come in on every stream. It's not a big deal because I usually try to come in when I can in between shifts or days that I'm off or stuff like that. I'm usually doing like little hobbies. So You always can pop in whenever. I understand that people can't come in your stream every day. People all have a life, and I don't know if it'd be healthy if you were always 24/7 in the stream. I don't think that would be good for anybody, but I wish you good luck because love is chaotic. I'm an empath and I don't like dealing with love. I really don't. I mean, it is the most chaotic thing. It takes over your soul. You merge with people when you really fall in love with them. It's the scary part. See all that shading? How that made that one side better. Shading is so important. So important. That's what makes things pretty. It's the shading. And one technique with shading is the pencils always come, even if once you start with the pastels, the pencils, all your nice detailed pencil work comes up. I'm just doing this base a little bit like this to get it three-dimensional. Because that's where the magic happens, and I'm going to get a fat branch too. But I want to make it really cool looking. So I'm going to bring the truck in a little bit this way and just not do such dark shades. This will be another life ring. I'm going to just shade up. See, I have it going across and up, so when you look at it, it gets a little nicer. This is how the professional people do it. See? That's exactly how it's done. And I'm going to bring this out a little bit here. I'm going to make this a bigger tree. I mean, I would suggest for all new sketchers to go and find stuff that was originally sketched. And I do just to get little ideas in line placement, and then I kind of do my own thing. But at first I was looking at other people's stuff because sometimes it's easier to do that. And then pay attention to their shading. This is how you get your life rings on a tree. Because this is where trees can get difficult. It really is. That and log cabins. I might try a log cabin. Now, I wasn't able to do log cabins for a while, and I'm taking the shadings and going here so it comes like a circle where it's coming up and catching your eye that way. Because wherever you have your little eyes, your brain is trained. And I do know this. The way your brain looks at things, it's trained to look certain ways. So it's like eye trickery when you do this. And I'm just going to shade a little bit this way so you can see rings and see how you think it's one big tree trunk. And that's how that happens. Okay, Love, you guys on here for. Hello, Love. And Share Dear. I think you're for first, so let me get yours and then I'll get yours, Love. Alright. Share. Okay, you want to know how does Red's my crush feel about me since we are not speaking right now? Well, I don't know if it's good if you guys aren't speaking, but I could try to do an energy reading on what's going on. Generally, once you stop speaking, it's not a good thing. But we'll see if this is where he'll call you and just realize he was being an idiot. We can do that. But when people generally stop talking to you, it just usually means they need a break or something. I've noticed that. Or they got things going on. That too. When I always sat there and thought somebody hated me or got tired of talking to me, even friend wise, I was just like, okay. And then I just thought they got tired of me and they just said they had a lot going on. So that's just logic there, because that is the only two human reactions to that kind of activity. But your whole love situation is in a new moon Aquarius. And this talks about bringing love. So somehow love was lost or put on hold, which means they're very angry when love is put on hold like that. And then you got a dissembling moon and a full moon surrounding that. A dissembling moon just means taking a break and just taking time to yourself to think about things. Which I'm thinking is your partner that's not talking to you. And then full moon is talking about is always about surrendering to the divine or and giving up all your negative energy, which just literally means he's harboring negative energy. So he's holding on to this negative stuff and he wants to and he's trying to make a separation. So I don't know. I feel that there's a lot of second doubts in this one, but he still could call. I mean, love's like that. It's chaotic. Sometimes love and hate is very close together. Sometimes the person you hate the most is who you love the most. So it's not all horrible, but that is the old saying. I would give it a little time. Let him get through being angry for a while and see what happens and how he reacts, and then you have your answer. Because he's really angry right now, and it's really kind of hard to gauge when they're already angry. Alright, a card for my shadow parts. I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I don't know what shadow parts are. Alright, love. Redo that question or rephrase it so I can understand it. I'm sure that I don't know if shadow parts is a new saying or something now, but I don't know. Sometimes I don't get the new terms, so maybe just rephrase it so I can understand it. All right, and there's Era. All right, you want to know Radit's current feelings for Ashri. Is this an ex? And you don't want them to be happy or something? I'm just asking. It just seems like that. What? Oh, okay. It seemed like something sneaky. Hey, I don't mind spying on other people. I mean, if they put the energy out there, it's not like they're the Secret Service here. I'm sure. I don't know. Maybe they got their own psychics blocking everything else. The Secret Service. I don't know. They got big, gigantic spiders. That's what I was listening to for a little bit and getting high. Oh, you want to know if he's missing you? Okay, that would be easier to do that. His current feelings, but yeah, I've been there. I've snuck on my exes before and stalked them to find out what the hell they're doing. I get it. I do. I'm still waiting love to find out what shadow parts means. I mean, maybe you could educate me because I have no clue on some of these, the new lingual. But Arama, Araba. Alright, Araba, the whole thing on there, on his feelings towards you, and if he's missing you, his feelings towards you is in a mutable moon. This means it's open. He's he's 50-50. He misses you, but then he doesn't misses you. It's like, but it could go either way where he might get back with you type thing. Because with that new relationship, it's not as sturdy as it should be, and it's not a good foundation. I am picking that up. They have a very shaky foundation. If it was a house, they would need a lot of work, and they might need a new roof. If we were talking about a whole house situation, and he's surrounded by a full moon in Virgo and a full moon in Gemini. Full moon in Virgo just means he doesn't think he's good enough. It's a self-esteem thing. He doesn't want to talk to nobody and he feels stupid. Like he made a mistake type thing. That's what a new moon in Virgo means. And then you got the full moon in Gemini, and this talks about answers that are coming. He has answers coming. I don't know. I just see him and this other person not working out well. And he's gonna think about how it was better with you. There's a lot of regret. Alright, yeah. We had a fight and I think he wants to apologize. Well, maybe he does. Maybe at that point you can make your decision if you want to keep him. I don't know if I would move on more than maybe start looking at all of your options. If we were talking about this in money terms, if you think you were going to get a loss, but you could get a gain, possibly just see where it goes and let them come to you. But if somebody comes along at some point that maybe just doesn't want some serious and you can go out to eat with, but maybe not do anything with, like physically, maybe do that and get some male friends so you have options. And then this way, if nothing happens, you don't have to feel stupid. That's a 50-50. I don't know how stubborn he is. If he's real stubborn, you might have to make him jealous. Honestly. Maybe just get some guy friends. You know what I used to do, and I know it sounds crazy. I'm friends with a lot of people. I will tell you, I'm one of those people that have a unique group of friends. But I would, if it was me, I'd find me a nice gay man, hang out with them, and just start. And honestly, you don't have to worry about no attachments because they wouldn't be attracted to you. And I've done this before. And if the new guy doesn't know the other guy doesn't even like women, he would be jealous. So it would make him want to come back sooner. And then you don't have to worry about being involved in anything someone's gonna ask you anything. Some of my best friendships were from gay men. I mean, that would be my recommendation, but I don't know if we're two different people. But it's the safe mode, or just somebody that's real safe that you don't think is ever gonna ever want to have sex with you. Those are the best ones. Because you don't want that. You want somebody that you can just chill with. Netflix and chill, as my kids used to say back in the day. You want to Netflix and chill with somebody. And that's what I would do. And then if he says anything, you're getting out there, you feel better about yourself because you're not at home moping, and you know that you don't got to give anything except for just hanging out and having another friend. And what's wrong with having friends? If he comes back, he has to deal with you got a friend. That's what I would do. But I think abstractly in the world. Well, the tree's actually coming along. All right. Yeah, monk mode. Those monks are fascinating. That's a very interesting name. I've seen them on YouTube videos climbing mountains with sandals. I've seen a lot on YouTube, but those monks are very fascinating. So I like the name. And they're the most spiritual people I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if I could be that spiritual. I don't think I ever in any life was overly religious. I really don't. Even though I had a religious background, I am just not overly religious. But, alright. I'm Saint Jan. Saint Jan. I hope it's not Satan. Are you Satan? Oh, I don't know. I'm sure you wouldn't say you're Satan. I don't know if anybody would want to be Satan. That looks like a job that I don't think even Satan wants. Keeping up with all the bad in this world, he would never have any time to Netflix chill or anything. Honestly. This is going to be a really cool decal. Let me see what we got here. Okay, let's go. Who has a question? Melissa, could I ask what's coming for me in the next 48 hours? I could see what comes up. I don't know if I can see where the day takes us with that. I will try. But we'll see what comes up here in the next 48 hours. Are you like on some kind of like having bad things happening to you in these 48 hours? Just out of curiosity. That's an odd question. Either that or you're trolling, I don't know. Alright, in the next 48 hours, you got a full moon in Gemini. And this talks about answers. I feel you're waiting for answers to something. That came up right away on that energy field. And then you got for your everything surrounding this is talking about is a full moon in Leo and a new moon in Virgo. A full moon in Virgo talks about not letting your pride or your inner ego get in the way. Your inner ego can really mess you up sometimes. That's why sometimes it's good to kill that inner ego. And then you got a new moon in Virgo. It's talking about giving rather than receiving. In the next 48 hours, I would think you're waiting for something to come to you or whatever. Or there's something going on about that. And that answer is going to be coming to you. That's all I'm getting for your 48 hours. So I hope that's helpful. I'm not perfect, but I hope it's helpful, Melissa. And I'll pray for you in the next 48 hours that you're okay. Alright, now look. I gave all of it to Muskin, and she was very excited, loving, and caring about me. Now I'm stuck in the real world problems. She's not even sending me hi or asking me how are you. Oh, Saddam. Okay, Saddam. It is this. Oh, Saddam. Is this Saddam? Is that or Saddam? I don't know. It's one of those two. I think that had a D in it. I'm learning names. I'm trying because I get a lot of different names I haven't seen. All right, let me see here. All right, do you want me to do a reading on her? Okay. Sat Yam. Okay. Sat Yam. All right, I got it. I see. I'm learning something every day. You got to learn something every day to not to get Alzheimer's. So there I go. All right. Do you want me to do like an energy field on this girl? And maybe that could be helpful. I mean, I could do that in her love sector and kind of feed off the connection from you. I could do that. So, all right. All right. She is in a new moon eclipse. And this just talks about powerful changes happening in her life. Then she's surrounded by a south node and a waning moon. A south node, it just talks about her past holding her back. And a waning moon is just talking about a lot of negative thoughts and emotions that she just needs to get rid of. But I'm picking up this powerful change is family and somehow job related. And she kind of doesn't know what to do and she's very confused. That's what I'm picking up from it all. And when women are in this kind of situation where they're confused and that, sometimes they give up bad signals. That's the bad thing about women, my friend Satyam. Women give off sometimes signals that they hate you, and really, in reality, they do not. Oh, you might have. You want me to, in the next 48 hours one? You want me to redo it? They usually end up the same way in a different sequence. Let me do love. That one came through. Current feelings of Anna for me, please. Okay, love. Just put your, alright, let me get love's done. I'll do yours again. So, I hope that helped you out, Monk. I really do. Sometimes I get things and it doesn't make any sense to me, but it does to other people. But let me get love. Alright, Anna is in a full moon in Sagittarius. And this means that she's looking forward to the present, but not looking into the future consequences. She's living for the moment, but not thinking of the future. This is what Miss Anne is doing. And a full moon, and she's surrounded by a full moon in Aquarius and a full moon in Virgo. Full Moon Aquarius just talks about she's hiding her real self. She's acting the way she thinks people think she should act. So she's acting more out of character, pretty much. And then you got a full moon of Virgo, and this just talks about being good enough. So she has a lot of self doubt. So, I mean, honestly, this could be a 50-50 thing. She's going through some like life changes, and sometimes when women go through this, they could turn one way or the other. They could be madly in love with somebody one day and the next day not. I don't feel she dislikes you, but she's thinking of how is it going to be all the time. There's a lot of doubt in this, so I don't know. I don't think she hates you, but oh, you're welcome, Mom. You are very welcome. And love, I don't know. I mean, it's just 50-50. I don't even know. Think she needs to figure out what's going on in her own self first. She could still care about you, but she needs to get through things. All right, Melissa. I'll do your 48-hour one. All right, you got a gibbous moon, and this talks about achieving goals. A gibbous moon is good. It means something is going to happen towards a goal, but a small step. And then a full moon in Taurus talks about dreams and practical plans. It just means when you get things together that you need a plan and a structure for it. And then you got a third quarter moon talking about adjustments. So, I don't know. I feel like you're going to get a phone call. And then you're going to have a decision to make. So, I'll pray that your phone call is good, Melissa. And everything turns out okay for you. And I don't feel like it's anything huge or like bad. It's just choices, and sometimes these things are good. All right, now, okay, I got him. I got Monk and Lexi. Okay, Lexi. All right. Oh, you were. Oh well. I dream of crazy stuff all the time. But thank you. And being an empath, I feel all kinds of pain, and I don't know. I don't know about spiritual, but I do know about energy that's out there. But thank you. I'm glad that you put me in the spiritual community, because I am very more. I like to identify myself more scientific, but sometimes I feel they go hand in hand. I don't know what this is going to be. We'll find out. I'm just playing around with this different top of my willow tree. There you go. It's always fun to find out how things are going to turn out with a sketch. Sketching is almost like life. It turns out messy at first and then turns out really nice. Oh, you're back. Okay. How you doing? Okay, did you have a question, Loxy? I'll put it in your question again, because I gotta go through a whole bunch of other comments if you want a reading. Okay. I don't mind answering questions. I know lots about lots of things. I like to I love studying history. I like the other stuff. Does Ty feel my energy? What does he think of me and how does he feel about me? Alright. Well, let's find out. Is that his nickname or? I mean, you guys have really cute. You guys got nice nicknames. I mean, mine is just Michelle, and the only different from that is Shelly or something. Lydia. Lydiz? Or Tydiz? Okay. Or Tydaz. It's Tydaz, right? I think so. Tydaz. See, I've never heard of that name. See, now I know another name. That's actually a nice name. Oh, I don't care. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm putting my tree together. My main thing when I come on these streams is in the middle doing these readings, I'm figuring out how I'm going to finish out my sketch nice. And it gives me time to figure out what I want to do to add to my tree. So I don't mind at all. Alright. He has in a full moon in Taurus. And this talks about his dreams needing a practical plan. He has big aspirations and he's wants them now. Just pick up that. That's what the energy field he's in. And then he's in a gibbous moon. He has those surrounding him and a third quarter moon. The gibbous moon is being close to achieving a goals. I feel he's very money motivated. My son's like this. He's like, I call him the bloodhound. If you want something done and it's money wise, call the bloodhound. I feel he's kind of like my son a little bit. And then he's in a third quarter moon where adjustments are required. Very interesting. I'm picking up that he's focusing on some future endeavment in his life. And he is really focused on that. I feel he cares about you, but he also wants to secure a future at the same time. And I think I'm picking up he misplaces his time. And he's always, it's like he sometimes ignores one sector to another. And a lot of people do this and they get involved in their one and then all their loved ones suffer. So I'm picking that up about him. So I feel he does care about you, but he's misplacing all this stuff and he should be spending more time with you. And he's not trying to make the effort. But maybe he will. I mean, just let him know how you feel. That's all you could do is tell the truth. Oh, okay. Well, I just feel like he's involved in this career business. Maybe just ask him how he really feels. So, usually if I mean, a lot of times these days, let's get real. You could go on and in my day that you didn't, you had to go to the video store to get porn. Now you can go on TV. They make sex like it's just a regular random act. So, a shade in every little branch. I don't know. I'm more Victorian and old fashioned about this, and I think that sometimes people lose sense of the goodness in something when they overlook a lot of things. I really do. Because they would feel more passionate about something if they gave effort towards it. And a lot of people don't want to deal with the effort. And the thing is, the money is always going to be there and go away. But at some time, because even if you become rich, you got to give all your money up to your kids, or when you get sick, the medical community's taking it. They will. They'll take your house. They'll take everything. So that's why I stay healthy. I'm 51, so I'm trying to safeguard all of my money so I don't have to worry about these issues. And then when I get older, it won't all go to a nursing home, and I'm hoping not to go to a nursing home. But this is reality of the world. All right. Okay, the red thread. Oh, hello. How are you? How you been? How are you been? I'm just shading in my little willow tree here. So yeah, I got it all little there. Now I'm just shading this. I'm trying to make it look really cool. Waiting on people. And I don't want to, and sometimes I have my one computer up. And I already had the one image I was kind of getting ideas from up. So that's where I've been today. I'm always in art world. Although I do want to grow my own crystals soon. I do have the set that I bought. I do. And I am going to do that on an episode. I've just been so involved with all this pastel and painting. I did get to making clay. I did buy a mini clay reel, little wheel thing. And I made the ugly, I think I put it on the post. I made the ugliest incense holder there is. I didn't even bother painting it. I just gave it to one of my cats, so when he stinks up the place, I can light an incense. But clay's really hard. Alright, I'm shading all of these guys up here. Because I want to put in other colors. And when you shade, go the way where people are going to look at it, so it looks three-dimensional. I get very obsessed about my little arts and crafts. Let's see how I got this. Your eye automatically goes up that way. Oh, thank you. This was so easy too. These decals are so easy to practice with. It took me 5 hours to do the tree of life, and that's painting it and everything because I hand painted that. I didn't. This is just a freestyle thing I'm doing now. That one took me a minute. Afterwards I was exhausted. I needed to take me a puppy nap after that one. But it's all in the shading. I finally got shading down pat. I've been studying with all kinds of different commercial artists because I take care of them before they die. And I say this about their money because these people had millions of dollars. They get stuck in a nice nursing home and their family pretends they care about them as they're spending all their money because they had to give up all of their stuff to people that were ungrateful. The one guy that taught me that was a commercial artist for the Cleveland Indians, did all the baseball teams, he had millions of dollars. And he gave it to his ex-wife and his one son because he got sick and he was a warrior lift and all this stuff. And he couldn't go home no more, and they never came visit him. And he was depressed, so he taught me how to draw. So that's how I learned how to draw. And then another famous artist came and she became where she wanted to get up in the Warrior lift every day. So she taught me, and she was an excellent pastel artist. Excellent. She's the one that told me you don't need paint. And her family came in and she had a whole business where she was selling art stuff and they took it all. It was terrible. It's terrible what these people do to you when they're supposed to be your damn family. Being that close to the end, this is why I do my little stuff now. And I'm going to make sure that I give all my little money to people that I think is worth having money. Because that's what you want to do in life. Because all these people that you think you love and all that, sometimes in the end they're not there. Because time will separate you. Time will show you who really cares and who really doesn't care. Father Time, that's the good thing about him. And in the end, if you're the last one standing, generally you have the best karma, the one that was the best Samaritan. It happened in my life. I just take the peaceful approach and just do my art and do my thing, and that's it. Other people, sometimes they're doing all these awful things and there's something really bad ends up happening to them, or it's not like life threatening, but it doesn't make them happy. It's the one thing that they really loved that wasn't life threatening that gets taken from you. And it's generally sometimes money, sometimes it's just something you really care about if everybody involved has money. Alright, now we got this far. So now it's pastel time. I do all this just to get to the pastels. This is like a huge process going on here. And I got my little special pencils and my mark and my thing here. So I'm gonna get my pastel kit out. Because I gotta get all of the color in here. All of it. I just bought this on sale. These is the chalk pastels I use for the background and stuff. I do have this soft and I got the harder ones too that's like chalky. But these are a little better because they're actual for artists. And it was only like 20 or 30 bucks. Which isn't bad because I've had these close to a year. So I'm pretty happy with them. But I'll show you a method that you could do with it. I'm thinking about smudging in red. I think red would be fun for this. So you go around in circles here. Just go around in these circles. And then you just rub in a circle with your finger. And you want to go in a circle because it makes it look like a portrait. That's what you want to do to make it look the best as you can. And I'm going to get like certain little areas here. I'm going to get over here with I just use these pastels to enhance everything. I just want all the underroots to have it too. You just move this around. And you could put a lot of different colors, which I am. I'm going to put the inside as red. And the outside where the other tree is going to be another total different color. But I'm going to start bringing some of this out because we're going to start mixing pastels. You're going to start mixing colors. So you want to bring out some of the red, but don't introduce any more. Because all the little shavings you're using for that. So we got that so far. And I'm going to do red and... Alright, I'm going to start... I'm going to put on the bottom... I think this blue would be nice. We're going to put the blue. I'm going to start doing this. We're going to put blue all around here. To start doing a collage of colors. I might not actually paint this. I might just keep it as a pastel painting. Alright, we're going to take right around the edges that. I just did that in a circle. We're going to take the shavings from this. This is all you do. You want to kind of get it to where it's looking nice. And it has its own little character. And you got to bring it to life. You want it to look like a nice little picture. So we're doing the cloud effect with it. And you can put it in with some of your red. Because there's nothing wrong with mixing around where this starts. Because it almost makes it fade into each other, the colors. And that nice little fade really will make it'll make things stand out. You just keep going around in circles. It was one of the ways Sharon used to do it, and people used to pay a lot of money for her stuff. But her kids actually treated her good. Her husband came and brought her Denny's and stuff, brought her stuff from the restaurant. They were married like 50 years. And her son actually, she taught him how to draw and stuff. And there, let's see right here. Look at that fade. This is kind of where you want it. You can't ask one more question, Devin. You got a lot going on in your life. I'm bringing the end of my painting here. You had good timing. I love you guys, but I love the art. I'm married to my artwork, in a sense. But go put your question. I answer questions till I'm ready to take a break. I've been over here an hour getting my little tree of life together. Alright, you get your question together and I will start rubbing in the bark of the willow tree. The happy willow tree. And these, you could take the shavings and get them all in different corners. I'm just going to push it this way and push it back that way. That's what you want to get. And then smudge it all around in here because I'm going to see if I want to put another color up here. I don't know. This is the most fun part about everything, is seeing your finished product. Okay. Alright, the red thread. What's coming for me in love for the remaining year? You really like that love, don't you, Red? Maybe you were one of those poets in another life in medieval times where they went around and they had all those love ballads. I probably was just one of those people they were probably trying to hang. If we were in another life, you probably watched me being hung or something. I feel like I was probably, if I did die, it was probably accused of witchcraft in another lifetime. I wish I remembered other lifetimes. That would be cool. Okay, here we go. The willow tree. It looks really spooky. I didn't even mean for it to look spooky. I'm just going to put this on the sweater. I don't know, it might be a good Halloween decoration, I'm thinking. I don't know. My luck, someone will want it. I don't know. But this was not hard to make. This was not hard at all. This was actually pretty easy. Maybe I'll make more willow trees if people like them. Maybe I'll charge like 10 or $20 for this. Who knows? Make some money from it. I do like the color, how the colors fade together. That actually turned out pretty good. I'm proud of myself for today. I did something good. To me, I love it. I love bringing out. I love doing more art. I love when I get a decent artwork in. I'm so glad I'm a better sketch artist now. But I'm getting ready for you. I'll do your last question, Devin. You like my painting? I would do acrylic paint on it, but I'm thinking it looks good just the way it is. I really do. I think it really looks nice. It has that 3D effect, and I think you would people buy something like this on Pinterest for like $10 at least. I do have a necklace I'm selling for $20 to my coworker. I'm gonna make her one kind of like this, but a little bit longer. Everybody's liking my jewelry. It's cheaper and better to make it yourself. But anyways, red thread, your love sector is in a dissembling moon. And this is just talking about taking a break, taking time to figure out where you are and where you're going with things. You know, people that are busy and have a fast life, sometimes you got to stop to think about what you really want and how much effort you have and time to do it. So, oh, you're welcome. I don't mind. I find this fun. I get my painting done and I get to meet new people and learn new names. I mean, to me, this is fun. But you also got a new moon in Aquarius, and this is talking about bringing love. And then you got a fixed moon, and this is just holding your. It's like a hope card. It's like just keeping hope in what you want, like a manifesting card, if you want to say that. It's the same thing, but for the bringing love, I feel like it's more like an inner love, or that they want you to have, the spirits want you to have more self confidence in yourself, and have and just start really liking who you are. Because they always say you have to fully love yourself before you can love another person. That's what they say all the time. I've heard that from my mom. I've heard that from my grandmother. I've heard that from I don't know how many people. And it's the God's honest truth. I do see you finding multiple people, but in this realm we live in, there's a lot of people that'll deceive you and try to take you for your energy just because they want things out of you. So that you got to try to avoid. There's people in this realm that will like suck you out like energy vampires, and sex is a really good facet for that, because you're right there in the transition, and people can feed off things like that. And then if you fall for them, it hurts. So just be careful. I try to make sure people are just very thankful about and thinking about stuff, because love is chaos and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm waiting for your question, my friend Devin, because tomorrow is Vietnam time. But it's only Vietnam time for 8 hours. So probably there There. Oh, I will. I'm gonna get sleep and I'll be up 4:30 in the morning, ready to go to hell, the bowels of hell, with all the little dominions and people bothering me, asking me for water, asking me if they want a pain pill, asking me for all kinds of stuff that I really don't feel like doing. And the worst is their showers. There's gonna be 2 showers I gotta do. And they're always got to be the long showers, and then they don't want no one else doing it because everybody else is a shithead. So I end up having doing these 2 showers, and then I already told people, don't think I'm passing breakfast and doing lunch and all that if I'm stuck in this shower room. But I think about good insurance and money, and I keep myself motivated. But tomorrow I'll be home at 3, so I should be able to come on at around 5 or 6 after I take Chong out, of course, and do that. So, but I'll be back. I'm still waiting on your question, Devin. All right. Okay. I am here. Yes, you are. You've been with me through it all. I actually hit 1,000 subscribers. I never thought in my life that I would. I thought I was just gonna tape Chong's dog walk so when he dies, because storage space is very expensive. I don't know if you guys ever really explored the issue of storage space, but it's very expensive. I paid Microsoft money for Microsoft 365 because you get 1 ton of it, 1 ton of storage space. And then I paid Google money because I need storage space. And then I was thinking, Chong might live 15 years. And how am I supposed to see every dog walk? So all this started because I wanted to try to put happy videos out, and I wanted to know when Chong ever passed, what she will before me. I wanted to be able to see every dog walk. And this really is the reason why I'm up here, because what is the better storage space on all the social media than YouTube? This literally is the best storage space. It's never getting shut down. And as long as you don't break a whole lot of rules. So, I don't think Devin is. Well, he's busy, he's a UFC fighter. He may have had to go work out. I don't even know. I mean, he has to make sure he doesn't get a head injury with this kind of work. So he probably did have to go. But yeah, I figured, I will get every moment with Chong because this YouTube will be the last thing to go. It really will. It's crazy, but it's true. It's going to be literally the last thing in the world to go. I think everything else will go, and then will be YouTube, then the internet. I think that YouTube would survive if AI turned out. It just went away one day. So, oh, you're okay. I don't know about Mistress. I mean, I've got Elvira over here. She's like really cool with her long black hair and stuff. All right, you want to invest in a new love empress. We just met and had only one date. Wow. She's a good dog and answers for me. A good dog? You mean an actual dog? I don't know. I didn't understand that question. I mean, I don't know. I'm hoping that you're not in love with a dog because that would just be weird. I know there's people that have sex with animals, and I think it's disgusting. I really do. And it is a thing. They have a whole thing on porn about bestiality, and I don't understand why it exists. Oh, okay. I didn't know what you meant. I thought you were having sex with dogs. Who knew? Well, thank you. I'm glad you feel that way, but I'm just a painter and a sketch artist, and I just do my hobbies, and I associate people, and I give tarot card readings. This is what I do in my life, and then I tape all my dog walks. We're exhausted from the last one. It was 3.5 hours of walking through the metro parks. And I looked at algae and I looked at a lot of stuff, and me and Chong just stuck around the apartment complex today. Oh, Chen Jackie. Okay, I thought it was Jackie Chan. That would have been cool. Jackie Chan is very controversial. But yeah, you can ask a question. Will Glenn ever talk to me? Oh, I could tell you his energy field around Glenn, but I literally cannot tell you if he's going to talk to you. There's that whole free will thing. Anybody that tells you for sure if somebody's going to do something, I mean, they can't. They're just blowing smoke up your ass because no one can ever tell you what they're doing. They could tell you the intentions, they can read the energy, but they cannot literally tell you what they're going to do. But I'm just telling you that because I don't do this for a career. So, or you want to get back together. Well, I could do an energy field on it, but it's up to him in the end what is going to go. He can always change that around. Oh God, I am not interesting. Not at all. I literally did 2 braids trying to look halfway decent coming on here because I had poofy hair. There's people around here that have good hair every day, Bushadoo. So I don't know. There got to be better love interests. People that are half naked up in here and doing all kinds of stuff. But anyways, Miss Jackie, your whole sector in that, well, the whole energy sector there is in a new moon, and this is talking about new starts. And new starts can be with the same person. It really can. And it could be with another person. Then you got a cardinal moon, and this is talking about having more confidence in making first moves and having more self esteem. I'm picking up a lot of low self esteem from you, Jackie. And then you got a void of course moon. And that just means that you can't force someone to feel what's not there. I don't feel that there was any kind of genuine attachment to where he may be running back. I mean, I'm not picking up anything like that. He may not get back together with you. You only got a 50-50 on this one. But there's always hobbies, Jackie. You can sketch. All you got to do is sketch, and every single day I'm shading and I'm sketching, and you could ask me and I can give you advice. I mean, I come up here and show you the professional way to do pastels. I mean, start doing some simple sketches, and tell me what if you have any problems, and I could help you, and it can get you through a whole situation, and then you have presents for Christmas. Come Christmas time, you're going to save a lot of money. Well, he may come back. I mean, let him get through his little cycle. You gotta let things cycle out. So, oh god, you're too much. I am going to bed, and thank you for all the compliments. I've had a great stream, but me and the willow tree will be going to bed, and I'll be putting together something else. I don't know. Maybe I'll see something else when I'm sleeping. Something will come to me and bother me, so I gotta draw it. I don't know. Maybe it'll be an angel. Those are a hard draw, so I'm hoping the hell not. Especially some of those angels with the big fluffy wings can really be a challenge. But thank you guys. You've been great. And I'm going to go to sleep, and I will see you probably tomorrow evening. Because I'm not, after an 8-hour shift, walking around the park for 3 hours. I'm just not. Chong's just going to have to go to a smaller park. But thank you. And Jackie, I'll pray for you, and you're going to be fine. And I'm serious about the sketching. I will help you be a good sketch artist. I'll help you be great. Because I do all this anyway, so you might as well learn from me. And I will see you guys tomorrow, and have a good day.